Greetings, Soul Tribe. I want you to have this information here. What is this information that I want you to have? I'm going to call them, it's two hierarchies. It's a 4-dimensional hierarchy, which is technically an 8, and also a 10-dimensional hierarchy, the one that I just made a video of earlier. These two hierarchies are called the 4 fundamental forces of love. And then the second one is called the 10-dimensional Iron Fist hierarchy. Or you can say the 10-dimensional spiritual Iron Fist hierarchy, or the 10-dimensional soul Iron Fist hierarchy. You follow what I'm saying? Here's the details. Real quick. First one. The 4 fundamental forces of love consist of the 4 fundamental forces of human behavior information from the Soul Game Saga. Or it consists of the world's 4 character dispositions. And the world's 4 character dispositions are, remember, character is the mental and moral qualities as distinctive to an individual. The mental and moral qualities as distinctive to an individual. You follow what I'm saying? Differentiate, see which ones are which. Yeah. So they are positive character, negative character, balanced character, and dead character. Those are the 4 major character dispositions right there. And with just that one parable alone, I am going to use it to essentially firmly understand and understand everything else in which I have been talking about thus far, from Christ logic unto the soul game. So, the 4 fundamental forces of love, incorporating the world's 4 character dispositions into this idea, as well as the 4 fundamental forces of nature, which is the gravitational force, the electromagnetic force, the weak nuclear force, and the strong nuclear force, right? So, the first force of love would be the positive force of love, BKA, the pure force of love. The second one would be, I want to put it in a certain order due to how it's lined up on the atom scale. The second one would be, because of how I want to have the order properly lined up, the balanced force of love. The second one would be the balanced force of love after the positive force of love. The balanced force of love in real life, what it can be labeled and described as just love. It can be labeled and described as just love. It can be labeled and described as just love, right? And then the third one for the list of how I want to have it in order here, the negative love, or the wrong love, or the incorrect love, or the bad love. You follow me? This love right here can be labeled and described, like I said, as the evil love, or the negative love, or the incorrect love, or the foul love. You follow what I'm saying? And that specific love there is on the physical surface, and it manifests as unto the environment dead love. You follow me? Meaning the negative love manifests unto our physical environments dead love. Negative love manifests unto our environments dead love. And then, or should I say evil love? Same thing. And then, but here's the thing though. Like I said, it's about a 6-dimensional to an 8-dimensional parable. The first 2 was positive and balanced, positive love and balanced love, or pure love and just love. So that means just pure love. Just pure love equals this love here that I'm getting ready to tell you about. Which one am I getting ready to tell you about? The other 2 dimensions. With those 2 to be 4, and with these 2 it can be 6. 2 outside, remember? Or now the 2 outside, the first one is perfect love. Perfect love is the fusion of pure love and positive love, or pure love and balanced love. You follow me? Or pure love and just love. Positive love and balanced love is the outcome, or what it actually naturally manifests, is what I'm ultimately getting to. Just love and pure love, what they ultimately manifest naturally is perfect love. And unto our environments, what perfect love manifests is what you can label and describe as Akasha love. Akasha. Akasha is a Sanskrit word meaning ether. Or it manifests agape love, unconditional love. Perfect love manifests unconditional love. Perfect love manifests agape love. Perfect love manifests Akasha love. You follow what I'm saying? That there's what it manifests. But I just wanted to share that with you first. The 4 fundamental forces of love. I'm not going to do too many comparisons with the other things. I just want to tell you that, yeah, they are also in relation to what you would label and describe as the 4 fundamental forces of nature, or the 4 fundamental forces of human emotion. Just a new one now, the 4 fundamental forces of love. The 4 fundamental forces of love. I'm most likely going to incorporate them all, meaning the 4 fundamental forces of nature, the world's 4 character dispositions, the 4 fundamental forces of human emotion, and now the 4 fundamental forces of love. I'm most likely going to incorporate all 4 of those parables somehow, maybe later. But right now, But now for the 10-dimensional iron fist hierarchy. The 10-dimensional iron fist hierarchy. I just want to say that out loud real quick. The first dimension, or the first rank, you can be labeled and described as the summoning, reawakening, consisting of the devil standard, or the devil driver, versus the soul driver. The devil driver versus the soul driver. When the soul, or when the Christ Father is summoned in the Spirit's house, order is established upon the soul's grounds. When we summon the Christ Father in the Spirit's house, order is established upon the soul's grounds. And this manifests as the soul driver taking the wheel. You ever heard of someone say, "Jesus, take the wheel, please"? This is what I mean when I say the soul driver is going to overthrow the devil driver, and the soul driver, meaning you on autopilot, self-government, is going to be in control of you once again. You follow what I'm saying? That's the whole point of that parable there, or the first stage. And then the second stage is the reincarnation. The reincarnation is a fusion step. And what's going to happen? This here soul's truth, or this here soul driver, is going to merge with all of the religions worldwide, all 10,000 of them, and cause them to essentially disintegrate from the inside out. It's just information. Just information, letting you all know how much I literally love you. I literally love you. Like, the soul energy is literally love. You can have a balanced soul, a positive soul, a dead soul, or a balanced soul. Soul balance. That's one of the soul directional words, if you remember my parable. Soul balance is one of the soul directional words. Moving forward. So now, this here's second step. The second dimension of the parable. The destruction of all religions, turning them back into the soul standard thereof, revealing the gluttony which was giving it its ability to stand in the first place, and also kicking the devil standard 47 centillion soul yards away once we realize we want the soul standard only. Once the world realizes we only want the soul standard, the devil is going far, far bye-bye. Just wait until the religious folk really, really honestly get it. The devil is going to really, really take it, so to speak. You follow me? Yeah, that's what's going to happen. I have faith in you. Overwhelming faith. So now, the third stage, because the second stage is the reincarnation, where the devil takes the massive boot, the galactic's long boot. Yeah. Third stage is a resurrection series. It's three parts, and they all equate to one resurrection. They're going to be parts 3, 4, and 5. And 3, 4, and 5 are going to consist of the tribes, the gangs, and the nerd geek culture, or the black civilians. The black civilians, which are the nerd geek culture. Then you have the tribes, the gangs, which are the black fighters, and the tribes, which are going to be the black leaders of this here parable in which I'm cooking to you. You follow what I'm saying? The black tribes, their belief system pillar, or their belief system person, is going to be destroyed, turned back into the black tribes, and revealed for the lust in, or the decomposure in which was giving the evil, moving to within and throughout them all, its abilities to stand and keep them all divided. Become one soul tribe again, my torso. The religions are my head. Tribes are my torso. Gangs are my arms. The gangs are going to have their belief system person or their belief system pillar destroyed, turned back into the black fighters, and revealing the wrath and moving to within and throughout them all, giving their belief system pillar its abilities to stand, or their belief system person its abilities to stand. 33,000 gangs in America alone. 200 in Haiti, 400 in Jamaica. So many belief systems used to separate and divide my family by any disgusting means necessary. Moving forward. The third part of the resurrection, the nerd geek culture. The nerd geek culture is going to be destroyed and turned back into the black civilians, and it's going to reveal sloth, which was moving to within and throughout my family body of the nerd geek civilian culture, and turn them back into the black civilians. You follow me? Or it's going to reveal sloth that was given the belief system pillars chances to stand, and that belief system pillar will just be returned back to the black civilians. Meaning, I'm just bringing this here Iron Fist parable is just bringing what we are dealing with into finite reality, if that makes sense to you. And now, the final 6 stage, or final 5 stages. The final 5 stages now. And each of those 3 belief system pillars, before I move on, it's up against the sword that's inside of it, in which the devil that I booted 47 centillion yards away on stage 2 was holding in Tui. And the sword consists of racism, feminism, and foul sexuality. Racism, destroyed, turned back into the white leadership, revealing the greed in which was moving to within and throughout the people thereof, giving them their abilities to stand, sword gripped. Then you got feminism, destroyed, turned back into the white fighters, revealing the jealousy, moving to within and throughout them all, giving that belief system person its abilities to stand, pull it out just a little bit. And then finally, the foul sexual orientation, destroyed, turned back into the white civilians, revealing the vanity in which was giving that evil, disgusting belief system pillar its abilities to stand, sword ripped out. Now take it in force sheathing in my 4-star character destination. And what is my 4-star character destination? A cosmic, celestial, heavenly nirvana. That's what I'm getting ready to put all the white people into, if this parable works. Because let's not forget, you can reverse greed into soul satisfaction. You can reverse jealousy into soul fulfillment. And you can reverse vanity into soul pride. And once those 3 energies, after those belief systems pillars are destroyed, and reveals the white sword for what it is, the concept of me reversing those sins back to normal is the concept of me sheathing the sword into the galactic sword sheath, the 4-star character destination sword sheath. You follow what I'm saying? 4-star character. Connect all those four hierarchies that I told you about. Finishing the parable now. 6th stage. What does it consist of? The 16 evil supremacy dimensions versus the Christ logic impact, which has incorporated into the idea the 16 soul supremacy dimensions, and this will be fighting over your hearing sense. The 7th stage. The 7th stage consists of the 9 foul principality sins. What are the 16 evil supremacy dimensions? First 4, war, disrespect, imbalance, and murder. Second 4, war, hatred, division, and stagnance. Third 4, what's evil, ugly, abnormal, and artificial. Final 4, I said that wrong. Evil, ugly, abnormal. I should keep that on the surface though. I should keep what's evil, ugly, abnormal, and artificial on the surface, and the opposite of what's of calmness, serenity, love, and righteousness, I should probably, well then again, calmness in the physical reality would be cool to have, right? What if the calmness in the physical environment was cool versus calmness of self? Because let's think about it. In this world, we can't necessarily tap too much into the pure love energy because of the demons that are taking advantage of it all day. So the only thing we can honestly move with is the just love energy until we can get reclamation over our pure love energy along with our just love energy, so we combine them all together and they can become perfect in love energy in reality. You follow what I'm saying? And perfect love energy manifests unto our environment calmness, serenity, love, and righteousness. Or it manifests what's good, beautiful, normal, and natural into our environment. That's what perfect love energy manifests unto our environment. What's good, beautiful, normal, and natural, because that's what it reciprocate when you practice perfect love energy and or unto the thine environment. What's calmness, sereniful, love, and righteous rage. I'm gonna keep it in physical then. So yeah, the opposite of calmness, serenity, love, and righteousness is 8 to 12, and from 13 or from 12 to 16 you got what's evil, ugly, abnormal, and artificial. What's the opposite of calmness? Violence. What's the opposite of serenity? Dysfunction, disorder, confusion. What's the opposite of love? Hatred. What's the opposite of righteous rage? Delusional injustice. That's what the opposite of righteous rage is. Moving forward. Those are the 16 evil supremacy dimensions, and they're going to be going up against the Christ-logic impact, which harbors the 16 soul supremacy dimensions. I'll tell you what those are in a different video. Next battle, or next Iron Fist hierarchy, you have the 9 foul principality sins versus the negative spirit exodus blueprint and or the NSEB parable. And what are the 9 foul principality sins? You got ignorance, greed, gluttony, lust, vanity, wrath, sloth, jealousy, and fear. 9 in total. And those 9 foul principality sins are going to be going up against the negative spirit exodus blueprint. And they are going to be fighting over the sensory factor of the feeling, the vessel thereof. Once they are defeated, the NSEB will then have its control over our body thereof. You follow what I'm saying? Meaning all the negative spirits will be exiting out of our body. The exodus will commence. The exodus will commence. We ain't really trying to talk to you no more. We just trying to leave. Straight like that. We ain't really trying to talk to you no more. We are just trying to leave. We are just going to leave. Ain't even trying to no more. We are just about to leave. Plain and simple. You dig what I'm saying? Moving forward. So, the next battle. Third one. Or, should I say, the 7th one on this here 10 dimensional list. You got the 10 enemy measurement, or the 10 enemy regulation forces, the 10 enemy regulation forces versus Super Yahusha Force 7, which will also harbor the 10 divine measurement words, or the 10 measurement words. Those both are kind of brand new, but they're not necessarily. The 10 enemy regulation forces. What are the 10 enemy regulation forces? Disrespect, frustrate, humiliate, agitate, aggravate, provoke, classify, exploit or extort, and the 10th one being destroy. And the 10th one being destroy. What are the 10 measurement words, or the 10 divine measurement words? They are quantum, commonness, morals, depiction, frequency, astral karma, or you can just say astral, or you could just say karma. You could say ethereal love or perfect love. And then you got, after ethereal love, you have dimensions. And after dimensions, you have achievements. That's the one I missed last time. Achievements is what I missed last time. And then after achievements for the Earth Star chakra, you have reality for the Akasha chakra. And those are the 10 those are the 10 measurement words, the 10 divine measurement words. And now the last two, and then I'm gonna close out the video. I wanted to make this short and just give you those two hierarchies and call it a day. Yeah. Number 8 or number 9. Number 9 would be, Jesus Christ, Oklahoma bugs ain't no joke. Number 9 would be the 4 soul manipulation tactics. The 4 soul manipulation tactics, or for a more catchier name, you can say the 4 fundamental forces of manipulation. You could say that. The 4 fundamental forces of manipulation. Because when you are manipulating someone, you are targeting their what? Love space. You're targeting their non-physical love muscle when you're trying to manipulate someone. You're targeting their non-physical love muscle when you're trying to manipulate someone. You follow what I'm saying? And what do I mean by their non-physical love muscle? I go off of what words literally mean. What words literally mean. And the word love, when you look at it down to its actual core definition of meaning, it labels and describes your default mental and emotional qualities connected to your physical body. In other words, love is the conscious mind, unconscious mind, and subconscious mind all in one soul. Love, I'm going to say that again in a different order. Love is the conscious mind, subconscious mind, and unconscious mind all in one soul. That's what love is. As your soul, love is soul, soul is love. You follow me? By definition, these words are the exact same thing. By definition, they are. Now, according to how you feel, maybe not so much. But according to what the words are, yes. Love is soul and soul is love. And love and soul are both your emotional or intellectual energy and intensity, especially as revealed in the work of spiritual arter. You follow what I'm saying? Moving forward now. The four fundamental forces of manipulation, or the four soul manipulation tactics. What do they consist of? Once again, manipulating the positive soul by using things outside of you which mimic your soul's pure nature, so it can control you to move in that nature, so it can have you do things that it wants to do while you're in the nature. How does these things have the ability to manipulate something so pure? Ask the reality itself. Moving forward, so then you have the negative soul manipulation tactic. The negative soul manipulation tactic, meaning getting our people to fight amongst each other. How do you get our people to fight amongst each other? By getting them to see each other the wrong way. The soul cannot be negative. It's impossible. But then you have this manipulation tactic in which tries to turn the soul pure into negative evil energy. It's impossible. Stop trying. You never will. Moving forward. Then you have balance, or you have the imbalancing, not balance, the imbalancing, because don't forget these are the manipulation tactics, the imbalancing soul manipulation tactic. That's the third one. You see out of the four fundamental forces all wrapped up into everything I've been talking about thus far. The imbalancing soul manipulation tactic. That should be self-explanatory. The imbalancing of your mental and emotional energy, meaning leaving you in lethargy. That's what imbalancing you does. It leaves you in lethargy. What are some examples of imbalancing you? Disappointment. Moving forward. Then you have the dead soul. Now, of course, that's impossible too, because the soul is immortal by definition as well. But the thing is, someone can manipulate you into killing your own brethren and taking the soul out of his body. And if a soul is not in a body, then what kind of soul is it? It's just a soul, right? That's just not in a body. It doesn't deserve a title or a recognition of some kind of sort. It's just a soul that ain't in a body where it decided it wanted to be. Well, it didn't decide necessarily because... Moving forward here. Oklahoma bugs ain't no joke. Moving forward here. So... that'll be versing, or that'll be fighting against Cosmic Yahusha 6'9". And what's Cosmic Yahusha's important piece for this fight to make more sense, or for this fight over our sensory factor taste, for this battle to take over our sensory factor taste to make it make more sense? Cosmic Yahusha 6'9" harbors the technique known as the four fundamental forces of human emotion within its artwork. The four fundamental forces of human emotion. What are the four fundamental forces of human emotion? Good, bad, balanced, and dead. Or good, bad, balanced grounds. Because the grounds can be anything, depending on who's controlling them. Positive ain't trying to control nothing. Positive in reality are actually the grounds. Like, no matter what the scenario is we are dealing with, that positive pure energy will always be the grounds in which we stand on. However, the balanced energy or the negative energy, depending on who has control, can decorate it however they see fit. So meaning, like, if the negative energy is in control, what's going to be decorated onto the grounds instead of the pure energy in which it is? What's going to be decorated onto the grounds? Evil, ugly, abnormal, and artificial. And if the balanced energy is in control, what's going to be decorated onto the grounds? What's good, beautiful, normal, and natural. Or you can flip it. Calmness, serenity, love, and righteousness. Violence, disruption, hatred, and injustice. However you want to line it up. You follow me? But that there is your four manipulation tactics versus Cosmic Yahusha 6'9" for the sensory battle taste victory grounds control. What do you have a taste for? Do you have a taste for knowledge, or do you have a taste for manipulation? Which one? Moving forward, last fight, and I'll close the video out. Last dimension of the Iron Fist parable. You have the full reverse somatic divine task versus Free Yahusha 8.4. Where in Free Yahusha 8.4, mastery. Now see, here's the thing. All of the parables and all of the hierarchies and all of everything is going to be in everything. All of everything is going to be in everything. It's just going to be in more finite detail depending on which game or saga I get to. Meaning, I'm going to have a stronger explanation in this one versus the one I had in that one. Or I'm just going to explain it with more gravity per upgrade each game. You follow what I'm saying? And Free Yahusha 8.4 harbors the 4 mastery of the regular 4 somatic divine tasks. The 4 somatic divine tasks, what are they? Reawakening, reincarnation, resurrection, reestablishment. But here's the thing, the 4 reverse somatic divine tasks, reestablishment, resurrection, reincarnation, reawakening. And that's what the enemy comes with, those 4 in reverse. It's devil standard. It's coming to establish its devil standard. So it's going to approach you, resurrection, to put it inside of your body and force you to fuse with it. And then it's going to make sure it's all that you know for the rest of your lives as you are growing up. I just used more fingers. You noticed it? It's all silly to me. But here, moving forward. The reverse somatic, the 4 reverse somatic divine task, coming with the devil standard establishment first, and then applying the devil standard into your lives, and causing you and forcing you to accept it and accept it and accept it and accept it. How many times have you gone to anywhere and they are always trying to advocate you to keep on accepting something that you shouldn't be doing at all with your life? It's what they do. All day, every day, nonstop. Who is they? Figure it out. And then the reawakening. No, I'm going to tell you, it's the devil's body. Ones who I just said. The ones who I'm ripping the sword out of. They're ripping the sword out thereof to forsheathe it. And then once this part right here is finished, once I finish explaining this, I'm going to tell you what we're going to do next. So next, 4 reverse somatic divine task 4 versus Free Yahusha 8.4 for the battle of the smell. Smell your freedom versus the devil's standard. Smell your freedom versus the devil's world standard. What if what was in the spirit giving us good air to breathe was freedom versus the devil's standard and what the devil wants for us all? What if? Just a random question. So now, after all 10 of those dimensional hierarchies, that 10-dimensional Iron Fist hierarchy, the 10-dimensional spiritual Iron Fist hierarchy, or the 10-dimensional soul spirit Iron Fist hierarchy. That's what I'm gonna call it. I might call it that, the 10-dimensional soul fist, the soul spirit Iron Fist hierarchy. After that's fully explained and registered and comprehended, what happens next? Remember, because don't forget, the first stage, summoning, source awareness. Second stage, reincarnation, source acceptance. Third, fourth, and fifth stages. Third stage being the conscious mind. Fourth stage being the subconscious mind. Fifth stage being the unconscious mind. Those 3 parts right there all will play as the 3-part resurrection. All at one time though. You follow what I'm saying? And then that last 5 stages, the sensory factors. First is the sound. Then you got the body. Then you got the sights. Then you got the taste. And then you finally got the smell. At this point, welcome to thine full resurrected stage. You got a nice 1 billion strong sword in your pocket. I thought it was 9 billion people on the planet, but it's only 8 billion. It should be 47 billion, but instead, you know, we got people in charge of our world who wants thousands of us to die every second we live it. You know? Should be a lot more people on the planet, in other words. But at any rate, I got this technique that I'm going to spiritually suplex you all into. I'm going to spiritually suplex you all into the 7 billion melanated soul stance technique. The 7 billion melanated soul stance technique. I said it wrong the first time. The 7 billion melanated soul stance technique. This is what I'm going to spiritually suplex you, or spiritually submit you into becoming. You dig what I'm saying? I got so many spiritual combos and moves, right? And I got all types of stuff that I could just say to your face and obligate you to hear how much I love you. How can I say things like this without a smile? I am trying really hard. Remember, I got to keep acting like I'm a real life supervillain. Moving forward here. So I'm about to suplex you all, spiritually suplex you all into a 7 billion melanated soul stance technique, and that you ain't gonna never be able to get out of, because you deserve freedom and all the greatness of life that you've been destined to achieve and destined to obtain. I love you very much, if that makes sense to you. So once I suplex you all into the 7 billion melanated soul stance technique, the 7 billion melanated soul stander will also have a 1 billion strong non-melanated sword. Unfortunately, but it's still my weapon now. It's mine. It's in my possession, where it belongs. Where else does it belong? If I, which is a part of everyone, because I stands for every youth, everybody, EYE stands for every youth, everybody. If I have possession over my sword, what would be wrong with that? What has possession over my sword currently if my sword came from my DNA to so many degrees? Just a random question, man. It's just a question. It's just a question. I'm not defending anything evil. I am for life, not against or anti. You follow what I'm saying? I am not anti-life. I am pro-life in every way possible. But my thing is, there is a sword of death being plunged into our spiritual heart spaces. What would happen if we got it out? Just a random question. Maybe I'll let y'all cope with the answer. I just wanted to share that with you, though. The 4 fundamental forces of love and the 10-dimensional soul spirit iron fist hierarchy. That's what I'm going to call it. The 10-dimensional soul spirit iron fist hierarchy. Peace be with you all. Shalom, shalom, shalom. Shalom, S-H-L-O-M. Shalom, S-H-L-A-M. Shalom, S-H-L-E-M. Shalom with an O-M means peace and greetings, which will soon be our common peace and greetings everywhere we go in life. Shalom means perfect peace. And shalom means retribution. Or did I say it wrong? I'm about to look it up again. But at any rate, may these words reach you with the grace of which they were all constructed originally and intentionally to reach you as. And until next time, my dear people, peace, love, unity, and advancement to you all.